My name is Jason, and this is my son Christian. He has special needs, which causes him to have sensitivities to touch and sound. So I taught myself how to cut hair at home so I can give him a safe place to get his hair cut and a place for us to bond together as father and son. Because of Christian's special needs, he has a speech delay, so he doesn't typically volunteer to give me information or to have a conversation unless he's really comfortable. Fortunately, one of the times that he's feeling most comfortable to have a conversation is during his haircut, and this is the time that I take to hear what's really on his heart. Now, one of the things in the past that used to give Christian a lot of difficulty was creating great friendships and lasting bonds. Now, many of the times that Chris took the initiative to speak up, a lot of his would-be friends would ask him why he spoke the way that he did, which was really difficult for Christian to have to explain. And on the flip side, they would make jokes about him or make fun of the way that he spoke. Chris has learned how to be a very quiet boy. Because for Chris, being quiet meant that he stayed out of the crosshairs of any bullies that wanted somebody to pick on. For some of you that have been following for some time, you know that Chris has a lot to say when he's ready to say it. And during this time, Chris talked a lot about his Fortnite and how he likes to play his Xbox, but one thing came up. When I talked to him about having to play less Fortnite because school was starting, Chris told me that he was excited to go back and see his friends. Now this is funny because one of the statements Chris most frequently said to me last year was, "I regret going back to school." And one of the other things was that when we told him that he could invite any of his friends over, he would tell us that he had no friends. So you can imagine how excited we were to hear that he was excited to go back to school, and he even named the friends that he wanted to see again. Now, as the parent of a child with special needs, a lot of the time we have to clean up the mess that mean people leave on our children's heart when they make fun of them. And I believe as parents, we're all prepared to do that at a moment's notice. But what a relief it is to know that other parents are raising their children with kindness and inclusivity so that Christian can have a safe space to grow, learn, and to befriend others. He's going to have a great year this year.